Hello there, Libra. My name's Frankie. I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath. This reading's going to be for Libra for August of 2020. We're now 8 months into the year. For everybody who's new out there, we pull 4 cards for the month. We'll use the bottom card on the deck for the overall view of the month, and we'll pull an angel card at the end of the reading to hopefully bring everything together for us. Now, I am an empath, so I have a speech pattern. I speak as if I'm you during the reading. It makes all you Libras name Frankie, I suppose, for the time of the reading. Look at your moon sign and your rising sign. You'll get a more comprehensive view of the month, and I do not believe that the cards are going to go week by week. I think they'll kind of like blend in and out throughout the month as an overall theme of the month. And I have a short message for us before we begin. And the message was kind of funny. You know, it says it is better to give than receive. And Spirit is saying this month for us Libras, it is better to receive than give. Our lesson is going to be one of learning how to graciously accept and receive gifts that we are being given, and just be grateful for them and say thank you. It's really important. And I know we Libras, we always want to be the one that's in the place of giving. This month, I think it's the most important thing we can do to free ourselves, to learn how to actually accept and receive gifts that are being given to us. We have good words down here. They're brotherhood, sisterhood, freedom, humor, exploration, and gratitude. So keep that word in mind, gratitude. We have really good cards here, actually, except we have a little blip, which always seems to happen. There's quite a bit of that blip energy going on. I think even I'm doing these in July, but even I would assume into August, there's a lot of energy with all the illness and people out of work, things like that. And so everybody in their own way, even if I'm staying peaceful, maintaining my own self in a peaceful manner, there's a lot of dramatic and frightened energy that comes up around us. So it could be others, sometimes it is us, but still, they're saying that we're going to make it through this even with the little blip. But that, looking at these cards too, I'm thinking maybe that little blip is just like an overall energy that's coming in towards all of us at this time. Because our first card here is a good one. It's the Eight of Pentacles. And to me, I love Pentacles because to me, Pentacles are money, cash, all that kind of stuff. This is a card of a craftsman. Just like the Three of Pentacles is the card of the craftsman, but this is where we're learning, sometimes learning a new skill or taking up some kind of new career. But because we're doing it, the new venture or whatever we're going into is going to bring to us success because we be in the process of really, really training ourselves intensively with a very clear goal in mind, something that we really want or want to do. So we could be integrating old skills into a new form, or adding new skills can come in with this because this guy's perfected himself. There's 6 pentacles up here on the wall behind him, one under his elbow, and he absolutely is here copying directly off of it and making it perfect is the way I want to say it. It means we've tried all kinds of ways of making our living, and we're now kind of finalizing how we're going to use our own personal resources to realize the material sufficiency, the money, material needs that we have, to meet them in that way that's going to fulfill our needs and allow us to expand and um, just expand. So being very sure in our purpose, right, guarantees success. So our craftsmanship, our abilities, you know, our abilities get awarded. They get awarded with compensation. We get awarded with new business sometimes through this kind of energetics. And I want to say with that, that maybe some of us really need to explore. Our word down here, exploration. Maybe we need to explore some different options of maybe how we can incorporate or up level a skill that we have, or is there something we could add to it, like add to it that may make us really way more, even way more valuable than we already are. And we're pretty valuable as far as that goes, but here comes our blip. I told you, this is a nine of swords, and that's kind of a little hard one. It's like extreme anxiety, nightmares, tension, unhappiness. It's regrets over past mistakes or past misfortunes. So it's kind of like a card of the past. When it happens, when this card comes, it means we're really unhappy about something or other. Maybe that's why we're doing this up leveling for this month. Really unhappy about something. We're kind of tense about it, whether or not the facts bear it out. Sometimes the facts do bear it out, and we have a reason to be worried or upset, that kind of energy. But there's a saying that says, whatever we fear the most is what never happens. It's the energy of the tigers at the door. The tiger's at the door, the tiger's at the door. Oh my God, don't open the door. We open up the door finally, gather up all the courage we have, and whip open the door, and it's a pussycat. It's that kind of energy. So it's when your mind's kind of troubled by bad dreams. Things are bothering you, or you're up at night, and where they're coming from, we might not even know where they're coming from, or we're thinking about things in the middle of the night. Like we have an encounter or an argument with someone. I do this. I bet y'all do too. I do this all the time. I'll have an argument or some petty disagreement, with someone down in the grocery store, let's just say, and they say something smart alecky, and you think, oh, I didn't mean to bump you. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention, but it didn't help. They already got smart alecky. And then you come home, and at nighttime, the whole scenario comes back at me again. And then I'm in there, and I should have said this, and I should have said that. Already, the other person already forgot I was even alive. They didn't know me to begin with. I'm up all night, losing sleep over it. It's that type of energy that happens. But usually when this comes up, there's something that is that we want to change, or we actually need to change, even if it seems painful. But this nine is nine's the talking in slow motion. It's weird. Anyhow, nine's the number of completion. So it means it's really just about over. So it means any changes we are making, right, are going to forecast for us a way much better future, which is excellent if we think about it even for a moment. If we're thinking about these things and we do finally figure out what is the change I want to make, right? Basically, what is the actual change that I want to make in my life? And I do it, all of these things stop. Just like opening up the door and expecting the tiger and getting the pussycat. So if we think in that manner, that'll free us from it, and we can laugh because we have the word freedom and we have the word humor down here. We can laugh about it, be grateful it came up, make any changes that we feel intuitively, and I'm saying it that way because of this next card, we feel intuitively are going to move us forward more to that Eight of Pentacles energy. So there is actually always a way out. And you can see the way out is coming up in here because it's a really wonderful type of emotional energy that is totally the opposite of what we were worried about. This next card here is the High Priestess. So what luck did we get right after that Nine of Swords energy? This is high intuition. And when we're experiencing a really high degree of awareness of the invisible world, what's going on inside of us, where all change takes place first inside of us before it ever shows up in the outer material world. So we're going to be aware of it, in tune with it, and our intuition will be extremely accurate this month. We might want to, we should take advantage of the fact for ourselves and for others, because when our intuition's high, there's a lot of service we can do to help others too. It's not just about ourselves. So sometimes with this card, we need to get away by ourselves. And a lot of us have everybody's home, for all these months. Maybe we need a little reprieve. So turning off the phones, maybe going and getting in the bathtub and locking the door from the kids so I can relax in the bathtub and just take a breath and start to get inside myself to find out, what do I need to change? What's going to bring me peace? What's going to relax me? Get me out of that Nine of Swords type energetics where I'm worried every time I turn around. What is it going to take? We have to have quiet in order to do that. Now, the other thing High Priestess means to me is secrets. So the High Priestess work is internal. The High Priestess sees all. The High Priestess knows all. But the High Priestess does not speak all. So you might want to keep that in mind if I'm one of the Libras that's very open with my confidences this month. And maybe that's coming off that Nine of Swords energy. Maybe I opened up my mouth and said something personal about my life. Maybe to someone I really didn't know at work, and maybe it was something I just did offhand because we're very open and didn't mean for it to be out there. The High Priestess energy tells us not to speak all that we know. The High Priestess answers any questions, but only answers the question that is presented before her. Now think about it like that. The High Priestess doesn't add anything extra in. If you did not ask it, you're not getting it. So part of the High Priestess is keep my lip zipped. The other one is if I know something, right, and I'm asked a direct question about it, I only answer the direct part of the question, because I don't embellish. I may not say the rest of what I know. That kind of allows me more freedom. Like our word down here allows me to back off a little bit and go into that curiosity state of maybe, why am I being asked questions? Or other thing too, why am I offering up information that was not asked of me? Now that's an interesting fact. They just said that to me right now. Why am I offering up information that was not asked of me? So if we think about it like that, might be important to keep our lip a little zipped, Others of us will need some quiet time to go within, to think things through, to get in touch with our intuition, to know that the choices, decisions, or the goals that we're working towards are appropriate to us. Remember, this month is about receiving, being a gracious receiver. What is the best gift? Our own intuition, our own inner guidance on what way or what path to go forward on. Because we have a lot of emotional energy going on, like I said, all over in the world. So it's not just us Libras, it's a, a consciousness of the whole world that is in an emotional state. A lot of us are trying to be peaceful and harmonious, but it is there. And we don't want to be the one to tap into it. We want to be the one that keeps in that high emotional level, very calm, peaceful, secure, no matter what's going on around us, because then we're there and capable of giving, and there and capable of receiving, like in an appropriate manner, graciously receiving if someone makes an offer to us. Because if someone makes an offer to us is our next energy, Two of Cups. So for some of us, this may be a relationship reading, or it could be a work reading, something I'm worried about work, because a Two of Cups, or friendship type thing too. Two of Cups energy can come around love relationships. It adds one more to the ace, right? So a coupling, people coming together, maybe creating a baby through that, because the Ace of Cups could be children or birth of a child, things like that. But it's a union of any sort where two people come together, where there is harmony in the air, love in the air, in in the honeymoon stage of a relationship. We could be doing this with like a new coworker at work. I really like you, or a new friend too. Others of us, this is going to be directly good, or a good relationship where we feel like everything is good and nothing can go wrong. And right before that, we have the High Priestess, intuition, coming forward that would give us that kind of feeling. Some of us, maybe an old relationship can come back and gain new harmony, or become more harmonious, is the way they want me to say it. Moving in tandem, like side by side with another person, and everything in our lives going very smoothly. So that Nine of Swords energy in there, we really want to probably almost laugh at it, because whatever it was we were worrying about isn't actually going to happen. It can be love, this can be love, and it can be friendship. Remember, Cups is emotional energy, friendships, Mutual Admiration Society is what the card's called. Oh honey, you're wonderful. No, you're the best. You do this. No, what do you want? You're the one that makes the good decisions. Everybody getting along. Everybody on the same page. Now, normally it does refer to a union, like a romantic partnership coming, but it can refer to any other kind of partnership where people are coming together, or should I say being on the exact same page with each other, for a mutual thing. Maybe even what came up, maybe around work energy, or acquiring new skill around my work, or figuring out a better way to do my work. This kind of energetics here, to make more money or make myself more valuable in that manner, because our next card here is the Ace of Cups. So we got the 2 and we have the Ace. So what did they say? The 2 comes off of the Ace of Cups, and a coupling comes together to create or make something new. So if we think about it like this is like new beginnings in usually in love, new one-on-one relationships of any kind. Basically, just like the two new friends coming into our life, maybe new work or team members coming in, new partnerships, where it's a place where we didn't feel emotions before, like previously unfelt emotions are coming into play now in a new way, in a new way, in a new way of seeing some kind of relationship in our life. Because, like I said, this is, well, look, this is the hand of God coming out of the sky and giving us a fresh start, usually in a relationship type energy. It can mean the birth of a child. All aces are birth. Maybe some of us are pregnant and having a child, or maybe we find out we are pregnant, or for us that are older, I don't want to start again. There you go. For us that are older, maybe it's just a grandchild, a son or daughter coming to us and saying, "Guess what? We're having a baby, and we expect a new family member coming in. Maybe a new cat or a dog. Who knows? It can be birth in any manner, I would assume, but it's something that we're going to love. It symbolizes the consummation of something we had really, truly hoped for. So it's a fertile time for emotional or creative growth. We could have been bringing this Two of Cups energy for some of us together to create something that's going to cause financial security or cause us to have success, probably in the physical world. And we need to use our intuition to do it. We don't need to stay in that nightmare energy. If there is something, right, that we need to change, or how do I want to put this? If there's some kind of energetics around us that we don't like about ourselves, that we feel have to be changed, right? In order for us to move forward, we do those, we stand back away from it, we use our intuition, we go within, and we know, is this the right thing for me moving forward? So that we dissipate the energetics of this Nine of Swords energy, and we explore that which is going towards our freedom, brotherhood, sisterhood energy in here, new friendship, maybe new love relationships, things like that, and us graciously receiving the offers and being free of the rest of it. Free of the rest of it. Can't make up the angel cards. Our card is, there's nothing to worry about. The tiger is the pussycat outside the door. You are safe, and this situation is under the perfect control of divine providence, universal order. Only infuse loving thoughts and emotions into the situation to ensure that the highest possible outcome flows effortlessly to and through you. Good gravy, Libra. You can't even make that one up. And I just opened the book right up to it. The angels send this card to you because you've been needlessly worrying. Worry is a form of prayer that draws to you that which you do not want or desire. Release your worries to your angels, as there's truly nothing to worry about. In fact, worries could create self-fulfilling prophecy. Everything's much better than you imagine. Ask the angels to release you from worry. A happy outcome is inevitable, and that's what this card says. This Eight of Pentacles, if you remember, success. It's inevitable. Avoid worrying, lest the negative emotion pulls you and the situation down. The angels are with you, and everything is okay. Good gravy, Libra. We'll come right out of that, it seems to me, and we'll be a gracious receiver. Well, Libra, that's our reading for this month. I want to tell you all, thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes, and for your comments. I read each and every one of them, and I really appreciate them. If anybody wants to know more about me, just go Neb About Me, or if you need to set an appointment with me, all the information is down below the screen over at the website. Over at the website, there are 2 short videos. One explains the prayer class I put out there for you, the other, the sutras. The prayer class explains how you format prayers, why you do them, the way you do them. It's 2.5 hours long, and the sutra classes are simple thought forms you put into a meditation. Takes 5 minutes, and it enhances the clear perceptions dramatically. But the videos that explain them are over at the website. So to all of you I've met through 4 whole years of doing YouTubes, and everybody I've met through 32 years of doing this work, I want to tell you, it's been an honor, privilege, and a pleasure to serve you. Hopefully I'll see you back here next month. Bye-bye.